Всем привет, с вами Валис. Поиграем в игрушку Call of Cthulhu. Погнали. Так, ну что ж, понеслась. Так, передвижение. Так, ящики разбивает. Какая-то рыба кругом. Рыба. Так. Ага, туда прыгнул сам. Как в резиденте 7. Давайте пригнемся. Так. Туман такой. Так, что у нас тут? Что у нас тут? На свечки реагирует. Ладно, хорошо, погнали дальше. Так, борьба с тьмой. Пока не осветите их. Хорошо. Лампу. Хорошо. Получим предмет, керосиновая лампа. Короче, игрушка еще и хоррор в придачу, и адвенчура, и РПГ, е-мое. О, что это такое? Болторез. Знаем, куда его применить. Так, там у нас еще одна дверь. Так. А, то есть вот так, да. Не надо залезать никуда, ничего убирать. Так, там еще одна дверка была у нас. Надо сходить. А, вот она, кстати. Так, надо ее открыть с той стороны, значит. Наверняка она пригодится нам. Так, из фонарика можно там еще пошариться. Пунк. Открывается. Так, сейчас мы с фонарика туда сходим, посмотрим там еще раз. Может, какие-то предметы появились. Да нифига тут ничего не появилось. Так, ясно, ничего не открывает. Погнали дальше. Так, ну что, нам сюда идти?
What a putrid offering.
Акулы.
Don't fight. You have been chosen.
Обучалова идет. Муж бегом давно. Так, чего нету здесь?
Behold. Everything has already been written. But perhaps you will attempt to change your destiny.
Так, свериться с дневником. Агентство Пирса. Так. У нас есть 6 очков опыта есть у нас, да? Можем их распределить. Так, расследование. Это не расследование, а красноречие. Красноречие определяет вашу способность оказывать влияние на тех, с кем вы общаетесь. Развитие этого навыка повышает вероятность успешного убеждения или манипуляции во время разговоров. Хорошая вещь. Как нам ее это? Ой, бляха. Я 2 очка потратил, да? А как так получилось? Подождите. Удалить. G. Ага. Путь. А как мне вернуть-то? Не, погодите. До следующего уровня. Подождите, сколько у меня всего-то? Что-то ничего не понимаю здесь. Ничего у меня нет, никаких 6. Так, ладно, разберемся потом.
I wonder why I still take these things.
Так, получим предмет. Снотворные таблетки.
I used to be an avid reader. The Wentworth Agency doesn't attract top-notch cases. Married woman runs off with her girlfriend. The husband couldn't understand it.
Так, хорошо, ладно.
Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology. I should get rid of all this stuff.
Да нет, с музон-то повеселее. Дай зараза, уже обратно все, да?
It's been a while since I jotted down something other than my nightmares.
Так. Детективное агентство Пирс. Так. Так, просмотр задач. Предметы. Зажигалка у меня есть, да? Улики. Предметы. Места. дело. Подожди. Конечно, выпить. Это повлияет на вашу судьбу. Ух ты. Как тут все. Кстати, еще один шкафчик. Не просмотренный, по-моему.
A good old story of blackmail in a speakeasy.
Ну что говорят-то они? Я же открывал уже все. Иду.
I'm listening.
Are you Edward Pирс, private investigator contracted by the Wentworth Detective Agency?
That's correct.
Hello, Mr. Pирс. I'm Lucy Sherifield, in charge of investigators over at Wentworth. I'm calling because of a problem with your file. A fire has destroyed some of our documents.
Is that right?
I'm so very sorry, but I have to collect your personal information yet again.
Так, вот. Вот она, 6 очков опыта. Я ничего не понимаю. 8. Доступны очки персонажа. Вот. Так, хорошо. Значит, это красноречие, это сила. Сила отражает ваши физические способности. Развитие этого навыка повышает шанс успешно выбить дверь или сломать какой-то механизм, а также применить насилие физически или вербальное во время разговора. Так, вот сила-то хорошо. По любасу. +1. Так. Поиск. Так. Поиск отражения вашей способности. Находить спрятанный предмет. Развитие этого навыка повышает шанс найти скрытый объект. Найден предмет и не будет появляться в игре. Хорошо. Мы же детективы. Расследование. Так. Способности вести следствие. Развитие этого навыка повышает шанс установить последовательность событий, продвижение места преступления или предмета, а также шанс взломать замок. Это тоже толковая вещь. Так, психология. Вот это что такое? Медицина. Медицина отражает ваши познания в этой области, а развитие этого навыка увеличивает шанс верно определить дозу лекарства, поставить диагноз или разобраться в медицинской проблеме. Берем. Так, оккультизм. Ваши познания в оккультных науках. Развитие этого навыка повышает шанс определить значение происхождения артефактов, даже расширяет ваши знания о мифах. Давай возьмем, черт с ним. Красноречие, психология и поиск еще раз. Подтвердить. Да.
What's wrong?
As you know, we wish to closely monitor the progress of our contractors. And it would seem you've been accepting fewer new cases.
Work is scarce.
Mr. Pирс, you know as well as I do, there's never been more investigative work than now.
But are those cases worth it?
They're worth not losing your license. Show yourself worthy of the Wentworth Detective Agency, and we might keep you on the payroll. Mr. Pирс, you still...
I'm coming.
Sir, I came here on the advice of a person whom I hold in high esteem, and I must say that I expected anything but a drunkard's lair.
You're free to leave anytime, sir.
Do you know to whom you speak?
Stephen Webster, industrialist and art collector. All of Boston knows you.
Tell me, Mr. Pирс, are you capable of handling a new case, or are you simply a deadbeat inebriate?
If you come to me, it means you're desperate.
Nobody believes me. They take me for an old fool. Sarah, my little girl, she is dead. Even you must know of her. She was Sarah Hawkins.
The painter? Yes. Everyone knows her work.
The police accuse her of killing her family. They all died in a fire. Sarah, her husband, and Simon, my grandson.
I can't do anything for a woman who is already dead.
Find out the truth. They say she was mad, but I know that's a lie. She would never have done such a thing.
But if you have no proof...
I've brought all that I have. Look. I want you to look carefully at this painting. Tell me all the assumptions that come to mind.
What am I supposed to find?
Tell me if this is the work of madness. Or if, on the contrary, you manage to detect some logic, a rationality to follow so that I may understand it.
Is that all you want from me?
Yes, please.
All right. I'll look at your picture. That's all you've got?
Давайте взглянем на картину.
I placed a file on your desk. It contains everything I have on the affair.
Так, ну надо было свериться опять с журналом, что-то там. Так, осмотрите картину, ознакомьтесь с досье. Хорошо. Давайте, ознакомимся.
A warehouse on Darkwater. Some sketches of the Hawkins family. Rather thin.
Так. Теперь давайте с картиной.
What's this symbol on the man's chest? It's as if Sarah Hawkins breathed a message into it.
So, Mr. Pierce, what do you make of these elements?
Так.
Darkwater. Never heard of the place. Where is that?
It's a small, remote island off the coast of Boston. Sarah lived there with her son and her husband.
I suppose you want to ship me off there.
Darkwater holds the secret regarding my daughter, Mr. Pierce. You must uncover it.
Так. Какой-то склад 36.
You must tell me if what the police suggest about the mental state of your daughter is true.
No. Sarah had visions. Everyone knew that. She never would have hurt a fly. She only thought she saw things.
Saw things? What do you mean by that?
I never knew what she meant by that. My daughter was an enigmatic figure, Mr. Pierce. You must find out the truth about her life and death.
Так, какой-то замочек у нас открыт здесь, да?
The meaning could be exactly as it appears. I think your daughter is sending you a message.
That's what I believe, too. It was 3 months ago that I received the call from the police telling me of my daughter's death. And yet a short while after, this painting was delivered to my home. The painting is linked to this case, can't you see? You must find the meaning behind all this.
Так. Давайте уж все
Her
прочитаем.
husband was a big deal on the island. But the police are sticking to the accident theory. Though they mention Sarah's mental state was fragile. I believe you are right, sir. This case is not as simple as it appears.
I am aware of that. I believe there is more to this case than just an accident.
Так, давайте о
The
складе.
sender's label mentions Warehouse 36.
That's right. It came with Sarah's last painting.
And you think your daughter could have been the sender?
That is what you must find out. Go to Darkwater. Find Warehouse 36.
Так, ну все, по-моему. Все отбазарили.
I
я
think
думаю, что
I'm
да.
beginning to understand.
I'm willing to do anything for my daughter to recover her honor.
Quiet down. I'm on your side. Let's sum things up. An artist dies with her family in a house fire. Your only clue is a sort of promontory painting sent from Darkwater right before her death.
Correct. And the rumors about her supposed folly.
Which you don't totally deny.
Find that warehouse. Find out the truth regarding Sarah Hawkins' death. You'll be handsomely compensated.
All right. I'll take the case. I'll go to Darkwater and look into the death of your daughter.
Thank you, Mr. Pierce. I didn't expect any less coming from a man in your situation.
Something's queer. But it's not like I have a choice. Darkwater. I think I've got a book on the North Atlantic. I'll no doubt find some information on this island in there. I should get rid of all this stuff.
Так, я думал, может, тут карта какая-то или чего.
Darkwater is off the coast of Boston. But I've never heard of it. According to this book, it was often mentioned during whale hunting times at the end of the 19th century. But it seems to have been shunned since then. All I have to do is go to the port. I just hope that I can find a boat able to take me to Darkwater.
Так. Снова медицина. Почему раньше этой книжки не было? Так. Кровать-то страшная у тебя, браток. Так, все. Ничего тут мы не пропустили. Может, позвонить на кому? Бухнуть на дорожку. Так, ну все, ребятки. Погнали дальше. Шляпу. Нет? Уйти.
Almost there. Stay on board. There's guys coming to unload. Welcome to Darkwater Island, Mr. Pierce.
Why, thank you, Captain Fitzroy.
So, what wind brought you?
Does the Hawkins case mean anything to you?
A sad story that we would all prefer to forget. Charles Hawkins may have been a landlubber, but he was a good man.
And his wife, Sarah Hawkins.
Nice young woman, and a great painter. What a tragedy. You know what? Go have a drink of the stranded whale. What you need is a good pick-me-up. Mitchell may not be very welcoming, but his bar holds a surprise for you. As for me, you'll find me at the harbor master's office. If it's the Hawkins family that brings you here, I have a pile of documents that should interest you.
Understood. I'm going for a look around the docks.
А чё, мне сразу-то нельзя было дать документики-то почитать, пока мы тут на кораблике-то проплывали? Так, этот попёрся к себе в офис. Так. Так, дополнительная задача. Так, пацаны, поговорите с Фицроем, с капитаном. Дополнительно идти в бар, поговорите с Брэдли. Так, бар. Вот и бар. На мили. Так, что такое здесь у нас?
Prohibition is just a joke around here. That suits me fine.
Так, тут толпа какая-то, ладно, потом сходим. В бар, так в бар. Сейчас светильник заберем. Не берется. Не берется. Ладно. Ну, зачем так-то уж грубо-то?
Hey, be careful.
Правильно.
Let's get him another drink. He's dry.
In my bar, we don't serve troublemakers.
Так, Рой Митчелл. У нас из задания-то с кем надо побазарить-то? Как это вообще посмотреть? Ну ладно.
Pure
Извините.
instinct. I behaved like a Hun, and I sincerely apologize.
Veteran, huh?
307th Infantry Regiment.
Well, that'll be okay for now. But the war is over. Try not to forget it.
I'm here for information, not for a fight.
I prefer it that way. Speak then. I reserve the right to answer or not.
Так. Давайте выпивку
Captain
закажем.
Fitzroy told me about a little pick-me-up.
You want a drink?
Ну, а чё же бы не выпить-то, ну?
I wouldn't say no to a glass.
Try this.
Уж не траванёт же меня здесь.
I think we'll get along well.
Так. Давай-ка
Captain
еще.
Fitzroy told me about a little pick-me-up.
You want a drink?
Почему бы и нет?
Same again, please.
Here you go.
А сколько все стоит-то? Так.
That's no moonshine.
You can say that again. House recipe.
О, домашний рецепт. А давайте еще
Captain
стакан.
Fitzroy told me about a little pick-me-up.
You want a drink?
Бог любит
One more.
троицу, правильно?
It'll be the last.
They all say that.
Сейчас я тут тебе переблюю тебе весь бар за твой. Уф. Сейчас скажу. Уф. В конце.
There's Rye in that.
Looks like Monsieur is
Чувствую,
a
мы сейчас
connoisseur.
не поговорим.
Not bad for a guy from the city.
Я ищу складную 36. Давай,
You know where
посмотрим.
this place
Трещика.
is? Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
The Hawkins warehouse. I see, yeah. If I were you, I wouldn't hang around there.
Why not?
First off, there are rumors. Sailors from around here say you can hear noises coming from the warehouse at night. Screams, that sort of thing.
Screams.
And that's not all. There's the fate of its owners and all the superstitions that go with it. But I'll say no more. Anything else?
Конечно. Заказать выпивку.
Captain Fitzroy
Я
told
тебя
me
сейчас
about a
все
little pit.
выжру здесь.
You want a drink?
Нет, нельзя больше жрать. Так. Ну, куда я
I didn't
пошел?
expect to find alcohol on this island. What's the source of this miracle?
You mean who? Our source of supply wouldn't like me to betray them to the first comer.
I'll tell nobody.
She'd know it anyway. Anything else?
Так, а ты мне еще раз, как
I
мне
didn't
ответить на
expect to
этот вопрос?
find alcohol on this island. What's the source of...
You mean our source of...
I'll tell nobody.
She'd know it. Anything else?
Понятно. Узнать про остров. Так, почему кит на мели?
The stranded
называется?
whale. I guess this bar has been here a long time.
What can I tell you? I'm a nostalgic sort of guy. The name, it reminds us of the golden age of dock water. When our whalers left for long months and came back, sweating and stinking of the oil and flesh of the whales they'd been hunting.
It was a tough time, all the same.
Ah, but steeped in glory. We've never known such wealth since then.
Так, понятно. Осталось нас про Сару спросить.
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings. Never understood why. Then, I don't want to speak ill of the dead.
Так. Ну-ка, давай.
Her vision. Was it so terrible?
Way I see it, the truth is really a question of point of view.
What do you mean by that?
Do you still trust the truth after a bottle of whiskey?
Так.
Her style made her famous. How would you describe it? Tortured?
Yeah, well, it wasn't normal. I mean, for a young woman with a child and all that. We saw them in the papers and we said to ourselves, who can paint such things? Is that how she sees the world?
So they made you feel uncomfortable.
You need to see them for yourself. Make up your own mind.
Так, ладно.
I've got what I need.
Anything else?
Но выпить ты мне не даешь. Давай про остров. А, ну все, были.
Captain
No,
Fitzroy told
на
me
дорожку,
about a
да.
little pick-me-up.
На
You
дорожку,
want a
дай.
drink?
На дорожку. Не дашь, да? Ну, ладно.
That'll be all for now.
Не дал мне, значит, да, на дорожку? Хорошо. Так, что тут у тебя есть еще?
Charles Hawkins was a heavy drinker and a debtor. Interesting.
А, интересно. Хокинс. 68 баксов. Ошибись по сравнению с этим. 12, 9, 6. Так. Поговорите с Брэдли. Кто такой Брэдли? Так, стоп, что это такое?
The miraculous catch. Apparently, the most significant event of the last 80 years.
Так. Расклад пишут. Так, ладно. То нажали. Так. Кто ты, мужичок?
Nightmares. Can hear things and voices whispering. Will follow its reader and appear at various locations, gifted with its own consciousness, until it finds a new reader. Ah, that's it. Maybe we should let him take it. No, the risks are too high. It's a book, after all. Pure knowledge.
Интересно. Какие-то вообще тут странные ребятки. Так, тут больше ничего нету.
And the doctor, what did he say?
He laughed.
My God.
Да не, ребята, просто стоит, слушает меня это. Братюня, ну как? Не болит нос-то? Так, ну чё, к пивунам.
You like our song?
We're true sirens. We may not be pros, but we give it all we've got.
That's true. It's a reminder of the time when we were still fishing for whales off Darkwater Island.
Так, типа дела у вас плохи, а вот на выпивку-то деньги есть, да? Что это за песня у
I've
вас?
never heard this song before.
Only people from here know it. It tells the story of the miraculous catch.
I saw the newspaper clipping. You don't believe it, do you?
Watch what you say, young man.
That catch saved our island.
Ah. Where's the proof?
We're the proof. Without it, the whole of Darkwater would have died of hunger in 1847.
It's true. Everything happened just as it says in the newspaper report. Our grandparents tasted its flesh.
And it was delicious.
Понятно.
What brought whaling to an end?
The whales, of course.
They all disappeared.
You exhausted the stocks.
You could say that, yes. There were fewer and fewer of them.
Until the last, the biggest.
The one of the miraculous catch.
Exactly.
What
Ну,
brought
чё?
whaling to an end?
The whales.
They all disappeared.
You exhausted the...
You could...
Ясно, перебили, все. Так,
I
ну
bid
все,
you
пока.
farewell, gentlemen.
Good night, stranger.
So long.
Зашибись, да? Тьфу, магу нах. Так, девица-красавица у нас сидит какая-то. Здорово, девочка. Дядя-то не разговаривает.
What you looking at, stranger?
Что уставился? А чё так сразу-то? Да не, ну
I'm just
что?
passing by. Sorry.
Let me drink, stranger.
А чё так?
I told you
Ну-ка,
to beat
еще раз.
it. I told you to beat it.
Ладно. Не психуй. Так. Так, что у нас тут еще-то есть? Еще какая-то дверь. Дверь закрыта. Кто такой Брэдли? Ну, возможно, это... Гарпун. Ты не Брэдли, случайно? Так, эти молчат. Так, идем на улицу. Там толпа какая-то стоит. Так. А это кто? Ай, так-то. Рыбачок. Ну как? О, клюет. Не клюет. Так, что у нас на корабле? А, туда не пройдешь, да? Хорошо. Dark Water. Темные воды, что ли? Так, тут ты чё? За митинг.
Hey, Sullivan. Can't you go any faster?
You've seen how old this thing is. If we force it too much, we'll break everything.
You can't do that.
But it's only a fish.
A fish? You've got no idea. Don't badmouth what you don't know. Or you'll pay for it for sure.
Okay, that's enough. Step back and let us do our job.
That's no way to treat an omen.
Oh, yeah? He's gonna get us into trouble. You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign. There's something coming. Something real bad.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
They're cops. They can't understand.
Damn stupid idiots.
Forget it. Nobody
Короче, они
listens to us
лебедка хотят
anyway.
рыбу, что ли, обратно.
That's no way to treat an omen.
Как дела? Давай помогу. Так. Какой-то значок был, вот посмотрим.
The blood is just beginning to coagulate. It died a short time ago. Killer whales have few predators. And there are no sharks in these waters. What creature could possibly have done this?
You can't understand. You're not...
These wounds. I know of no animal that could have inflicted them.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
These wounds.
You can't understand. You're not...
Так, что
Same
тут
goes for
происходит?
you, sir. Move along.
They seem to be very agitated about a dead animal.
You're telling me? These fools think that putting the whale back in the water will bring about the end of the world.
They're superstitious.
If only you knew. They only listen to Captain Fitzroy. And not always. And you. What brings you to our island?
I'm looking for this address. Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
I like you, so I'll be frank with you. Don't go near the place. Don't try to get in.
Why?
Because I told you so. Learn to accept some friendly advice. Now, please, allow me to do my job.
You can't...
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
They're cops.
You can see that I'm busy, can't you?
You can't understand. You're not sailors.
Короче,
It's a
понятно.
sign. There's something
Все
coming.
заняты, никому дела нет. Так. Так, тут чего у нас? Загонатеры.
You're already in trouble.
Все на одну
Nothing
рожу,
for
а?
you here either. Beatheads.
Значит, проваливать. Че, братья?
There's nothing to sort out.
There's
Не
nothing
лезь,
for you
братья.
here either. Beatheads.
Ясно. Идем к этому в офис, больше идти некуда. Так. Больше нигде прохода нет. Погоди-ка, там склад, что ли, какой или что? Просто бочки. Хорошо. А просто оглядеться.
Broken. This place seems half abandoned. Broken.
Дзин.
This place seems half abandoned.
Дзин не работает. Так.
Fishing equipment. Could do with some rust remover. Fishing equipment.
Ржавчина.
Could do with some rust
От
remover.
снаряжения рыболовное. Опасать. Сейчас, минуточку. Так, ладно.
A souvenir from a more prosperous era. I guess this blackboard hasn't been wiped for more than 70 years. A Scylla. It finished up beached at the entrance to the harbor.
Капец у тебя тут. Дел-то сколько. Так. Книженцы. Основа медицины, том 2. Ничего тут нету. Тут тоже. Так. Второй этаж. Коробочки открываются. Успеем поговорить-то, правильно? Сейчас вот все пошарим. Потом пойдем дальше. Ага.
This man and Fitzroy could be twins.
Угу. Это он и есть. Так, тут ничего.
What a macabre souvenir. What a macabre souvenir.
Нормально. Так. Все, да? Ну все, валим. Будем базарить с тобой.
I wonder what Captain Fitzroy has got to say about this woman, Cat.
Так, давайте проверяем записку, может, на другой стороне. Нет. Так. Ну все. Тоже открывается.
I brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you. But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck. I've brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you. But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck.
Ну давай, давай.
These manifests are signed by Charles Hawkins. That's all I'll get from them.
Так, декларации. Получена улика. Что, закрывать будешь? Не будешь?
From here, I see everything that goes on in the harbor. The hard-working lives of my sailors, the fights of the stranded whale. Even the antics of these wharf rats don't escape me.
It's you who lays down the law around here.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm just the last serving captain on Darkwater. Tell me what I can do to help you.
Так.
I'm just back from the wharves. The dead killer whale is unsettling the sailors.
Ah, yes. Us men of the sea are superstitious folk.
Так, ответ раскрыт.
The police took the decision to put the killer whale back into the sea.
You've got to understand them. They didn't know what to do with it.
I think that was a mistake. Who says that whatever caused those wounds is no longer in these waters?
You think we should have kept it?
To look into the real cause of its death, at least. I examined its wounds. I know of no creature able to cause them.
And I took you for a detective.
Believe me when I say that these wounds are significant.
Come, come. You've only just arrived on Darkwater, and already you think like a sailor.
Понятно. Усмешки, ухмылки. Так.
I was looking at your photograph. One of the man in front of the boat.
Ah, yes, I can see the one you're talking about.
Я по столам просто полазал немножко.
I thought it was you, but with a wooden leg.
And for good reason. That's my father in the photograph.
Your father?
John Fitzroy, captain of the Scylla. His wooden leg is here. You can go and see it if you're interested.
Ну, конечно. Так.
I found a threatening letter signed by a certain cat.
What? I don't mind you visiting my harbor master's office, but I'd prefer if you didn't go through my affairs.
Are you being blackmailed?
Not exactly, no. That shyster wants to make us pay protection money.
With any success?
I wouldn't say that, but she terrifies my men as much as her own.
Can you not do anything to stop her?
Don't you worry about that.
Ты, наверное, девка, которая в баре сидит, да? Ну, давай
The
попробуем.
miraculous catch. Is it a local legend?
Not at all. It's an episode from our glorious past. Go read the story of the sailor's return to Darkwater Harbor. It's displayed on the wall of the stranded wit.
Все это мы читали, брат. Так, вернуться.
I'm
Расклад,
looking
давай.
for warehouse 36. Do you know where it is?
Look, it's right there. The warehouse is opposite the jetty. You can't miss it.
Understood.
You know who the building belongs to, don't you?
А зачем? Оно принадлежало семье вот
It
этих.
belonged
Я
to the
ж знаю.
Hawkins family.
Precisely. Ship owners from father to son.
I think that somebody here wanted me to search this warehouse.
Так.
I shall be on my way.
So come back and see me when you've got something new.
Так, получено 1 очко опыта. Так, свериться с дневничком. Так, Пирс. Так, какое предметы, дело. Идите в бар, поговорите. Проникните на склад 36. Ну что ж, на склад 36 мы будем пробираться в следующей части. Всем, кому понравилось, ставьте лайки, подписывайтесь, оставляйте комментарии. Увидимся в новых видео. Всем пока.